everyone, welcome to Deep Techno Elite. I am Deepmala Vakode. In the last session, we have learned sessions in PHP. We have seen how to start and destroy the sessions in PHP. In this session, I am going to show you how we can create a database using MySQL or MySQL. Also, we will see how to make a connection to MySQL database using PHP, and then we will see how to insert, update and delete the records from the database. So let's get started with subscribing the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. So what is database? Database is a systematic collection of data. Database supports storage and manipulation of data. Database makes data management easy. And what is MySQL or MySQL? Well, MySQL is the most popular database system used with PHP. MySQL is run on a server. MySQL is ideal for both small and large applications. MySQL is very fast, reliable, and easy to use. MySQL compiles on a number of platforms and it's free to download and use. So first of all, let me show you the form that we are going to use in this session. So let's open the browser and type here localhost :8080 / and the folder name that I have created in the htdocs folder, that is employee / and the file name, that is create.php. Press enter. And here you can see the form where I have 5 inputs, that is the employee name, department, designation, email and mobile. And underneath that I have a button add employee and a button for cancel. And now let's go ahead and create a database to store our information. To create a database, first of all you need to start the MySQL services. So let's go to the XAMPP control panel. Until now we are using this Apache server and now we are going to use the MySQL. So let's start the MySQL or MySQL. Once you start the MySQL, you can simply click on the admin here and it will take us to the phpMyAdmin page, or you can simply type the URL localhost :8080, the port that you are using. If you are on Apache on port 80, then you don't need to type the port. You can simply type localhost and / and phpMyAdmin. phpMyAdmin is a GUI-based application which is used to manage MySQL database. We can manually create database and tables and execute the query on them. It provides a web-based interface and can run on any server. Since it is a web-based, so we can access it from any computer. We can easily create, edit and delete the database and can manage all elements using the graphical interface of phpMyAdmin. phpMyAdmin helps us to control the user permissions and operate several servers at the same time. We can also backup our database and export the data in the different formats like XML, CSV, SQL, PDF, spreadsheet, etc. We can execute complete SQL statements and queries, create and edit functions, triggers and events using the graphical interface of phpMyAdmin. phpMyAdmin supports the MySQL 5.5 or latest version databases and MariaDB 5.5 or latest versions. phpMyAdmin is difficult to install as it needs 3 more software tools before installation, which is Apache Server, PHP and MySQL. And XAMPP already consists them in a single package. So XAMPP is the easiest way to get phpMyAdmin. And now I am going to create a database. To create a new database, we just need to click on the new. And here we get the create database. Here just type the database name. I am going to create a database called employee and click on create. And here we have our database employee. After creating the database, we need to create a table. A database consists of one or more tables. A database table has its own unique name and consists of columns and rows. So let's have a table name. I am going to call it as EMP details. and it's going to have 6 columns. And now let's click on Go. And here we have created our table. First column that I'm going to have is ID and its type will be int and it's going to have a length up to 11 characters. And now let's check this box. So it will auto increment and a primary index. Next I'm going to have empty name, that is employee name, and it is going to have a type varchar and its length will be 100 characters long. Next field that we have is department and it's going to have a type varchar and a length 100 characters long. Next one is designation. Type will be varchar and a length will be 100 characters long. Next we have email. Type equals varchar and length will be 100 characters long. And the last that we have is mobile. And it's going to have a type int and a length 11 characters long. And now let's save this. And our table is created here, and click on the browser. And you can see it's got nothing inside it. After creating the table, we need to create a PHP script in order to connect to the MySQL database server. So let's go to the text editor. Here I have created a file create.php where I have linked a style sheet and a bootstrap CSS, and we have a form with a method post, and for now its action is null. And here we have an input for the employee name, department, designation, email and mobile, and we have 2 buttons for add employee and cancel. And now I am going to create a new file, say config.php, to write the code that will receive information submitted from form and store that information in the database. So let's have a PHP tag here. And now I am going to initialize the variable to store the connection for later use in the script. So let's have a comment here, connect to the database. And now a variable called con equals to MySQLi connect function. PHP provides MySQLi connect function to open a database connection. This function takes few parameters and returns a MySQL link identifiers on success or false on failure. So let's specify the argument. So the first one is host name. If you are working with local system, you can use localhost, or you can also provide IP address or server name. In my case, it's a local machine. So I am going to specify localhost, comma, and the next argument is the username. If there is an existing user, you can provide username. Default username is root, so I am going to specify the root, comma, and the next parameter is password. By default, the password is blank or null, so let's keep it blank. And then I am going to pass the database name, that is employee. To select the database, or die MySQL error function. MySQLi error function provides MySQL connectivity error message. That's it. Save this and let's check the connection. So I am going to run this file in the browser. So let's have a file name config.php. Press enter. And here we can't see any error message. So we have our connection successfully. And now let's go ahead and write the code to insert the record in the database. So let's have a comment here, add employee. And then I'm going to have a if condition here. If it said $_post, the super global variable, square bracket, and here I am going to pass the name of the button. For the add employee, that is save, The if statement determines if the save button on the add employee form is clicked, then it will receive all the data from the form. So let's have a code for that. Here I am going to initialize a variable emp name equals to my SQLi real escape string function. The MySQLi real escape string function escapes special characters in a string and create a legal SQL string to provide security against the SQL injection. And now let's pass the parameter. So the first parameter is the connection variable, that is $con. And then I'm going to access the employee name. So let's have a $post variable square bracket and in a single quote let's have a employee name, that is the name of the input. Let's copy this and paste it here, semicolon. And now I'm going to copy this and paste it here for 4 times and change the variable to department, same here, and similarly for the designation, email and mobile. And now let's see how we can execute SQL query to insert records into a database table. So let's make a SQL query using the insert into statement with appropriate values. So I'm going to initialize a variable to store insert query. So let's have a variable here, $query equals to insert into. The insert into statement is used to add new record to a database table, and the table name, that is emp detail, and the column name, that is emp name, department, designation, email and mobile. The column ID is auto increment, so we don't need to insert the data from the form. So let's have a column name emp name, comma, department, designation, email and mobile, and values are values into the bracket. Let's pass the variables, that is emp name, department, designation and email and mobile in a single quote, $emp name, comma, department, designation, email and the mobile. That's it, and we will execute this insert query through passing it to the PHP MySQL query function to insert data into the table. So I'm going to have a if condition MySQLi query function, and now I'm going to pass the argument. So the first one is the connection variable, that is $con, comma, and the second one is query. If the MySQLi query run, then echo record inserted successfully, else echo could not insert record, and concatenate MySQLi error function and pass the variable $con, semicolon. Save this, and now I am going to include this config.php file into the create.php file. So at the top, let's have a PHP tag here. Let's have a include function and the file name config.php. And here in the form, let's have a action config.php. Save this and reload the create.php page in the browser. And now I am going to fill the form. Employee name, let's have Deepmala. Department, let's have IT software. Designation, let's say PHP developer. Email, let's have deep@gmail.com. And a mobile number, And now I am going to hit the Add Employee button. And we have a message, record inserted successfully. So let's check the database. Reload. And here you can see we have inserted one record in our table successfully. Well, that's all for today's session. In the next session, we will see how we can retrieve the data from the database and how to perform the edit and delete operations on the database. To learn more, subscribe the channel and hit the bell to receive the notification. If you enjoy the video, hit the like and comment below. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.